And a very good morning from Disney's Castaway Cay here in the middle of the Bahamas. Welcome to the channel if you are new. We appreciate that some people come to the videos just for specific things like Castaway Cay. So if you are new, I'm Paul, this is my darling wife Danielle, and welcome to the chaos.
Well, I wouldn't say it's been chaos this morning.
I was talking just in general.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We are currently on the Disney Magic. We have just docked at Disney's Castaway Cay. It's a bit of an overcast, bit of a grim day out there, but at least it's not going to be tomorrow where it's going to be wetter than an otter's pocket.
But it's sea day tomorrow, so it doesn't really matter.
We can find things to do. We were at Castaway Cay last week. If you haven't seen our treasure series, it is somewhere on our channel. Please click on the channel, go find the treasure playlist. And you can go and see what we got up to at Castaway last week, where we walked the 5K. Do you mind? Where we walked the 5K to get our medals, ate at Cookies one, Cookies barbecue, Cookies one, and then we spent a bit of time in the water. We did. I've had a sleep since then. But today we are heading to Serenity Bay. We're going to show you the other side. Yeah, we're going to show you the other side of the island, which is the adults only area, and we're going to show you.
I thought I had something crawling on me. Turns out it was one of my hairs.
Okay, suddenly Danielle disappearing from screen. We're going to show you Cookies 2, which is the adults only area, and the ever.
No, it's not. The adults only area is Serenity Bay. Cookies 2 is something different.
That's correct as well. God, I'm having a mare, aren't I? So Serenity Bay barbecue, which is ever so subtly different to Cookies barbecue areas, because I don't think we're going to be on the island very long today.
I can see us getting outside and going, it's cold. You know, it's not going to be cold.
It's not going to be cold. I just think it's not going to be the usual Bahamian weather that we have experienced the last 4 or 5 times we've been here.
It is still meant to rain.
Yes, it is. About 1 o'clock this afternoon, the forecast says rain and thunderstorms, which is going to be interesting. We've never had a thunderstorm on any of the islands. We've had thunderstorms when we've been at sea.
We've had rain on Castaway before.
Yes, we have, but we never had thunder. So we shall see. It'll be interesting. We're going to get off the ship and we will see you on Castaway. And there is the beautiful Disney Magic. If you can hear some weird noises.
It's really like, I got to tuck it into like the top.
Basically, we've got our water shoes on, but it's the little toggles that tighten up the shoes.
Because I have narrow feet, so I need to like tighten them, but it just means that they're like child shoes.
What's really nice, if you are on one of the later Halloween on the High Seas cruises here, or on one of the ones in between Halloween on the High Seas and the Very Merry Christmas cruises, or the Merry Time cruises as they're called, you will sometimes find that you get here and they have the Christmas decorations up, as we have experienced last November. However, nice and sunny actually to start off with, although there is a lot more cloud in the sky than what we found last week. So yeah, very, very humid. What I do like, and we did use them last week, here are some shower points. So if you do get back and you've got all the sea water and salt water on you, you can have a quick rinse off before you get back on the boat. And one of the first things you always get when you get off of the ship at Castaway, there is somebody to normally greet you at the post office, and today is Donald in his scuba gear. And this actually genuinely is a post office. Actually is a post office. If you want to send something, they do send from there. There is the, again, depending where you're from, Castaway Cay buoy or buoy. And then here we are. This is the security checkpoint to get back through later. We're going to go through now to switch this off very quickly. And if you are unaware, there are actually locals from nearby islands that come and help set up and open the island. Now, this is the life goal for us. This is our life goal. If you are not sure what this is, they're over there on the right. I've already seen them. I'm not going to put their name up, but these are people who've done 50 cruises with Disney. That's the life goal for us. We want to be on Castaway Cay, or I'd imagine they'll possibly have one on Lighthouse.
Oh, there's a wedding on the island.
Oh, there is today, yes. So, interestingly, you can always find out if there's any cancellations of things. However, at the moment there are no cancellations. Great picture of the back of the Magic here, just past the tram stop, and there is actually a photo pass photographer behind us that can actually take your picture for you. And if you're on the photo package, it's included. But looks like the interior bay area of Castaway is very calm this morning. Winds are getting up a little bit already though, so we shall see. And there is the Castaway Cay sign. Dan has shot off into the distance. But here are some of the areas where some of the excursions will run from. And here we are at the Castaway sign. Always your first indication you are at Castaway Cay. There she is with it. Oh, she did have her arm up in the air. She took it back down. There she goes. Arms back up. And over on the right hand side, if you're wondering what the noise is off to the right hand side, that is some of the, I'd imagine, jet skis and boats getting ready for excursions. And the likelihood is, if you have mobility assistance requirements, you can get a golf buggy all the way to the island, or you could be in a cabana. Just having a conversation with Danielle, because I seem to recall a well-known Disney influencer having done an excursion here that was not done through Disney. However, Danielle has reassured me, as the expert, that all excursions on this island are definitely done by Disney. So God knows what I remember. Just to point out, obviously back of the ship here, you can get some wonderful pictures from back here, but just to remind, if you do want to get some pictures back there, there is a photopass photographer that can take your picture underneath a Castaway sign that's directly aimed right at the back of the ship, so that you can have that if you are on the photo package. Even if not, about $23 a photo we've established on previous cruises.
Or they'll take your picture with your phone.
Yeah, they can do that as well, can't they? I keep forgetting that as well, but yeah, just past the tram stop.
It's humid.
It is very humid, isn't it?
I'm sweating.
And if you do take the tram, this is the first tram stop it will bring you to, which is the main part of Castaway Cay, near Scuttle's Cove, which is the kids area, and then some shops up here, as well as Mount Rustmore. So we've just gone straight past the shops. We'll have a look back at those later, but as you can see, once again, plenty of sunbeds, quite a few people already taking up some spaces on the family beach. But yes, we are continuing to walk this way towards the tram stop for Serenity Bay. On our right is Cookies, which is where you can get Dan very kindly sticking her arms out. This is where you can get your refreshments for the day. They have a lot more in terms of fountain beverages here than they do on the ships. Interestingly, I can get Fanta here, can't get it on the ship. But you can also get like the blue Powerade as well. Again, can't get it on the ship. But you also get ice creams here, and this is one of your main locations for food, right opposite the Conched Out Bar, which is all a paid extra if you want alcohol or cocktails or even smoothies. And just under Gumbo Limbo, which is the main covered area for lunch, you have a brilliant set of restrooms as well as wash-off points. And I will say it's very nice once you have been in the sea and you've got a bit of sand on your feet. It's nice to be able to just rinse off. There's also Indoor Shade Games, which is for, good morning, which is for the likes of foosball, table tennis. There's a couple of basketball hoops at the back as well. Anybody can use that, I think. There's checkers as well, and Connect 4. I've realised recently how bad I am at playing Connect 4. I've been playing on my phone on a game that's specifically for offline games while we're on flights and whatnot. As you can see, this is where we were the other day. Only 2 people here on sunbeds, and there are hundreds still available. And even as you head round to Pelican Plunge, there are still hundreds around there as well.
Wait, everyone will be at Serenity Bay?
Yeah, we'll get to Serenity Bay and it'll be like the Great Armada's washed up. every sunbed will be gone. And some of these shops along here, these are locals as well that will bring their items over to the island to sell to the people of the Disney cruise ships. And as you can see on this sign approaching, Cookies 2 is this way, as well as Spring Elite, the Sandbar. And the second shop is also down here as well, towards the tram stop for Serenity Bay. Lots and lots of stuff to consider all the way down here. Whilst we wait for another tram to come around, there is the start of the 5K and also the bike rentals. Here is the second shop by the seashore, which is where we have normally had success in finding anything that we haven't found at the first shop.
It's called this because the other one's called She Sells Seashells, and this one's called By the Seashore.
Very good. Cabana guest check-in, if you haven't done it on the ship, which I believe you can do it here. But this is where people will wait for the second tram to take them over to Serenity Bay. Just like that, we're at Serenity Bay. So here we are. Pelican Point Station is where it returns to. And there is a separate tram that takes you from Pelican Point back to the ship. However, you can get adult beach bike rentals at Windsock, which is just over to the left. $19 for bikes, floats and tubes. However, we're going to go find ourselves a nice little beach spot. This has been improved since last time, I think.
Yeah,
I think they've definitely compacted underneath, but also I think this is far more conducive to wheelchair access. And as you can see, already quite busy here at Serenity Bay, but loads of sunbeds still available because we are early. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go and grab a sunbed. Back within a second.
Can you see this guy? He's a little crabby, and then here there's a little baby. Isn't it cute? I've never seen these before on this beach.
So a couple of sides. You can see Serenity Bay does go on for some distance, all the way around to where the red cones are, beyond the first set of red cones that you can see. So that then takes you round to where there is a very nice viewpoint. There's a little bit of a break in the sand. I'll see if I can point that out. And that is where you will find that you can get a view across to Serenity Bay from the bike point. However, on the other side, what we can see here is the additional construction going on for the new area where there are cabanas. So this is where they are planning on expanding the area of Serenity Bay, so that you have more activities. There are definitely more cabanas being built like we showed last week on the Treasure, but definitely a lot more to come from Castaway Cay. So we're taking a little bit of a walk out on the beach line. Very, very shallow.
We went all the way out to the buoys and we
Yes.
barely got past knee level.
Yeah.
It was lovely.
Lots of little fishies. Obviously we don't take this camera because this isn't waterproof.
Well, we probably could.
Yeah, we probably could. I mean, might take you with us. I'm not sure how much will come out on camera, but we haven't brought the GoPro with us. We've not really used it or needed it for this cruise, simply because we're not on a veranda or an ocean view, so because we're inside there's nothing to show you view-wise. And so here we are at Serenity Bay at the barbecue. You can see plenty of space is still available, although it is about 10 minutes before they're due to open the food down, I think. So yeah, this is slightly different, a bit smaller than Cookies and Cookies 2. Sorry? For now, yes, but as you can see just over here, these are the new cabanas that are being built that we showed from our Treasure video, and as you can see it does say there, please pardon their appearance. So hopefully this area will be expanded, but this is where, in our view, the better food is. Interestingly, can't get Fanta here, although there are still plenty of other drink options available, so... Oh.
They're not the cabanas.
Are they not?
That's a new building.
Ooh. We'll have to see what that is.
Oh, further over there.
Yes, no, the cabanas are sort of, hang on, the cabanas are there. But yeah, this is all like new building areas. Somebody apparently was complaining about the construction today.
I don't get it. Like, you complain if Disney does stuff, and you complain if Disney don't do stuff. And I'm just like, surely you'd rather they expand and improve and do all this stuff than, you know, there's a ship docked here pretty much every day.
It is every day.
When are they going to do the work?
Yeah. Like, honestly. And also, if you are that upset about it, don't get off the ship.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We love it.
yeah. Anyway, we're going to wait for food, but loads of other people have just turned up because they know that Serenity Bay Barbecue is the better place for food. See, there's ice cream machine here, fruit and veg here, and then there is also, oh sorry, just fruit there, not fruit and veg, depends on what you class as veg, but then there's all the normal stuff that you would get as well as steak. So that's what we're going to be aiming for, and we'll show you what we can as we go around. So just at this station looks to be all sorts of salads, which loads of people will enjoy. It's not my thing by any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, very kindly handed stuff here. Thank you very much. Thank you. And as you can see, loads of sort of fruits on top as well. But you can get most of that just over there anyway. So yeah. So up here we've got coleslaw, sweet corn and beans, tomato and cucumber salad, as well as red skin potato salad, lettuce, pickles, so toppings bar really for the likes of burgers. You've got Texas cornbread, chocolate chip cookies, coconut pineapple upside down cake, chocolate fudge brownies and burger buns for your burgers. And then over there is where all the meat is served. One of the things we actually really like here is they serve the meat to you on your plate, and then when you get to the end, that's where you get your marinated ribeye steak. So just waiting for mine to come through now.
Lunch is served. Why didn't you get a separate plate like this? So you've got a burger, some steak, some rice and beans, and I've got a burger, some rice and beans, and some chicken. Oh, and obviously, just something to point out is, as you can see, there's still flies here. So it's not just a lookout problem. As you just saw, one landed on board. Time for the steak taste test.
So it's ribeye steak, but I will say, a lot of bits they had, as nice as they looked, were very fatty. It's exactly the same with this. But
yeah, we're very much good. It's marinated in like a barbecue sauce, isn't it? Yeah, we're not
highly recommend.
A fatty steak person, but yeah. Anyway, we're going to eat this and we'll get back to you. I think we're going to head back to the ship after this.
Most likely, yeah.
Just because obviously we've been here a lot, and we will be back here relatively soon. Yeah. He's feeling very proud of himself.
Some people are born great, and others have greatness thrust upon them.
Through the ice cream machine. The less said about that, the better.
Ready to head back to the ship?
Yes.
Right. We're going to try and jump on the back, I think.
No smoking.
On our way back to the ship now, as it is expected to start raining in the next hour or so. So join us as we head back towards Pelican Point. So we are back off of the tram, just highlighting once again there are accessibility options for people if you need a wheelchair. And what's Danielle pointing out to me?
Dark clouds.
Oh yeah, the dark clouds are rolling in. However, by the seashore, which was the shop we went past earlier, has plenty of stuff in it. Let's have a quick look compared to last week. So this mesh sort of spirit jersey is very nice. There is a water shirt here as well, which I've often looked at but decided against. Definitely some swimming items here if you need it, some wonderful bits of memorabilia if you need it, include this lovely little magnet frame. How much is that? It's teal, however much teal is. Doesn't actually say anywhere what teal is, which helps. And yeah, this is where invariably. So as a pointer and a prime example, the spirit jersey on the top left is the one that we could not find the right size of in the other shop, but they have plenty of here, so there is always that to consider. Obvious statement to make, but feels a bit quieter, which considering there are 800 people less on this cruise ship compared to the Treasure.
It's a smaller ship.
It's a smaller ship. So yeah, we are.
It still feels very quiet.
Indeed. Food at Serenity Bay was
Very
sensational. The steak was very good, if not a bit fatty. The ice cream over there was good. Not sensational, but good.
Mine was fine.
And service once again was absolutely top tier. But we are now taking a walk back past the family zone. We haven't gone anywhere near Pelican Plunge over these two because, well, we don't really need to. But yeah.
I don't think we've ever done Pelican.
No, we haven't. But yeah, we are now heading all the way back to the Magic with the impending weather change. We thought it'd be a good opportunity for us to just get on board the ship before it becomes a little bit chaotic, as we'd imagine. We'd imagine that once the rain starts, most people would be like, oh, we need to get back to the boat. So just kind of getting that jump ahead of others is never a bad thing, especially if we wanted to do some trivia later, which we may well do. Considering tomorrow looks like it's going to be very, very wet. Looks like we're going to be spending most of the day inside the Magic anyway.
Fine by me.
So yeah, heading back past Scuttle's Cove, Castaway Rays, Inda Shade and the boat rental. Once again, plenty of life jackets. I've just felt rain
Have you?
on my cheek.
Are you sure you didn't get spat?
No, well, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody spat at me, to be honest, but here we are. Plenty of life jackets, whether you are a strong swimmer or not. it is always a good idea to have them on, because if you just want to float in the water, you can. But even, Dan, is it me, or look to your right, isn't the water empty?
Yes.
But a lot of people are probably at lunch as well, aren't they? So we should see how busy Cookies barbecue is.
But there's still loads of empty sunbeds.
There are, yeah, it's a very good point. So just as a point, if they did bring the adventure to the States, plenty of space. Although I'd imagine increasing the space at Serenity Bay may form part of that consideration.
That's a good point, I didn't think about that.
Anyway, just in the distance, and we'll talk about that as we go past it, is snorkel, boat rentals, and the likes of some of the pedalos and stuff, so we'll show that as we leave. Just coming along here past the shower spot that we showed you earlier. Once again, just off to the right, loads of... I'm definitely feeling rain, Dan. It may be because I've not got a shirt on, which is why the camera isn't on me, because God forbid anybody has to see that. Here we are, Gumbo Limbo. Looks to be very full, and I'd imagine shortly, because I can still feel rain all over me, that's going to become even fuller soon. Just going past she sells and everything else, but it is gradually starting to get a little bit heavier on the rain side, so we are making our way back rather than going in. However, just to our left there are some restrooms. Interestingly, if you want to know the difference between male and female, it is sons, S-U-N-S, and daughters, so sons and daughters. And then just off to the right here,
I feel like they missed a chance to do boys.
what, buoys?
Boys.
But here is the rental that we were at on the Treasure, where you can have the aquatrikes
We've done.
and the pedal boats
We've done.
and anything else.
We've not done.
There it is. But yeah, we are very conscious that I can still feel rain down. I know you can't because you've got your water shirt on.
Are we walking?
Yeah, we're going to walk it. And here we are as we approach the bridge. Got a lovely sign that says Castaway Cay, see you later.
We used to say see you later, Mum.
Yes, can't say that anymore apparently. But we are back on here and we will see Castaway Cay again. So yes, looking forward to that. And we shall not be here in January because we will be back at Lighthouse Point.
Yeah.
So yeah, back to Goof and the magic.
I don't know if you can see him. He's just underneath the spirally bit. Here we go. He's going in. Getting his safety instructions.
Do you honor take Christoph to be your troll?
Is he gonna chicken out?
You're getting married.
He's gonna chicken out. He's chickening out.
Strange.
He's either chickened out or he's too heavy. It's one of the two.
Easy.
Because he's just come over, he's just done a little finger to say hold on.
An act of true love. A true love.
Nice bit of phrasing going on, by the way. Look at those clouds. That looks like a storm cloud if I've ever seen one.
Anna, we've got to get you back to Hans.
You either chickened out or you're too heavy.
No, let's go somewhere where we're not going to get copyrighted.
Okay. What happened?
So, as many of you know, I have an awful fear of heights.
You might not know this.
Actually, yeah, a lot of you won't know this. I have a terrifying fear of heights. And when I'm saying I have a terrifying fear of heights, as in I did Tower of Terror.
Once. He's done it once.
And Dan will tell you, how was that?
Great fun for me. I love that ride. You not so much.
I have this inherent fear of the floor just falling out from beneath me and plummeting. It is an honestly terrifying fear. When I'm sitting down on something and I can see where I'm going, so I'm fine on a roller coaster, I'm absolutely fine, which is why the likes of Velocicoaster, it's why the likes of Big Thunder Mountain, all those sorts of roller coaster rides, Hagrid's and all that are fine. So when I got up to the top of the Aquadunk and I saw that there was no floor on the slide, and then I saw the floor come back up and I thought, that's what goes beneath me. And that's what my sort of inherent fear is.
It's almost like you were going to go on a drop slide.
But I was keen to try it. And for me, that's a huge thing in the first place. Because Volcano Bay, I won't go anywhere near those drop slides. They are death traps in my mind. But I got halfway in, I put my foot in on the plate, and she went, "Are you okay?" I went, "No," and I actually felt sick. I actually felt physically sick at the idea of it just falling out. The worst thing is, looking at the slide, I think if that was the sort of thing where you just pull yourself along and you kind of push yourself along and it goes straight off the edge, I'd have been fine. But the fact the floor falls out beneath me, I honestly wanted to do it, but I got there, put one foot, look, my sleeve is wet. See, I got wet, I actually put my arm and my whole right hand side in, and just as I was about to lift my left foot off, a sudden sick feeling, and I was just like, she went, "Is it your first time?" I was like, "Yeah." She went, "It's worth a go," and I was like, "I have a fear of the floor falling out beneath me." She went, "Probably a good idea you don't do this then."
Where the floor literally...
Yeah. So
you did well to get up there.
Getting up there was fine, and I was like, I want to do this because...
Principle.
It's more the fact that it's the only slide I've not ever really done. So I was a bit like, I can do this. And then when I put my foot in, I was like, no, and just felt inherently unwell.
Anyway, you're going to shower.
Yeah, I'm going to shower and get changed next. We're
I'm
going to
going
go
to sort my
trivia.
face out. What trivia are we going to? I can't remember. Something. We'll do something.
Anyway.
We'll tell you when we're ready.
And also, we're currently battling with one of our dogs back at home being a complete and utter wombat. I wanted to call him something else, but this is family friendly.
Yeah. Right, we will see you. Making me cry. We'll see you shortly.
We are now about to go and do some Marvel trivia. We're ready. We've got sorted. We've sat down and watched a little bit of Freaky Friday before somebody fell asleep.
No, I wasn't asleep.
you were
my eyes
close
were
to,
shut.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I could have easily.
We're now going to go and do Marvel trivia in Soulcat Lounge. We'll see you there. Don't hit me. And we are sat in Soulcat. About 5 minutes to go to a Marvel trivia, and we have already asked for Donald medals.
Which means when we lose, you're going to be very upset.
Oh no, at least somebody will get a Donald medal. That's the main thing. Because everyone gets a Chip and Dale
Or a Goofy.
or a Goofy. They are the two most common ones, and I sit there and go. I sit there and go, there's so many different ones, and they don't have as many of the others. So I'm like, even if we don't win it, at least somebody will have a good medal that you can't always just find on eBay for £4. So there was method to my madness. That yes, I'd love a Donald medal, but at least if we don't win, and we probably won't, somebody does actually get a decent medal. Castaway's been an interesting day actually. It was nice to see just how man-made the Serenity Bay beach really is, and you don't have to go down too far to find the concrete.
As my shin found out.
Look, we love Serenity Bay. It's really peaceful, really quiet, and you can go really, really far out, up to waist high. Literally, the buoys were up to our waist, and as we walked across from where we were, it kind of only came up to like midriff. It didn't really go too far. So, if you get one of the rubber rings or one of the floats, you will just go out, and if you fall off, it's not too far to fall off too, and plenty of fish as well.
Loads of fish. Apparently there was a stingray.
Yeah, but other thing as well, we were also back on one of the banks on the sunbeds, and it was really steep, but you would very easily fall asleep there without a shadow of a doubt. Serenity Bay food was just amazing as well. Ice cream was good, and the tram ride back was really straightforward and simple. Me trying to provide information, Danielle providing entertainment. She doesn't have the Donald medals. Apparently Mickey Mouse medals now instead. Mickey Mouse medals. Even though we're not going to win one, at least it's not bloody Goofy or Chip and Dale. Woo! Excellent. 20 out of 20. And we're about to go 4 for 4 on tie-break losses. What year did Black Panther make his first appearance in a Marvel comic? We were just waiting. 4 for 4.
We lost again.
We lost again. So, well done to the winners. There were two teams that got the right answer dead on. Apparently, Black Panther appeared in 1966 in the first, well, his first appearance was 1966. That is 4 quizzes in a row now that we have been in tiebreakers that we've lost.
I'm messaging our friends.
because I'm sure that she would know that answer. So, anyway, right, the next step for us, I think, is to do another quiz. A quiz of Imagineering, which we did on the treasure, and I can't remember any of the answers.
Did we?
Yeah.
Well, it goes to show how memorable that was.
So we shall see you at the next quiz. In the 20 minutes to half hour that we have been doing the trivia, it has changed outside something chronic. As you can now see, the wind is properly howling across the island. There are shades of rain starting to fall as well, but we are expecting thunder by 5 o'clock, so this is quite possibly the calm before the storm. I have just seen the sea. I'm going to see if I can go and take an actual video from outside. So we have come outside, but oh my god, the wind is howling. You can probably see now just how much rougher the sea actually is.
Flashing.
And yeah, there's definitely rain coming as well. Everyone is now coming back to the island, and actually I can see that's either sand or that is rain in the distance, so we are going to head our way back in now and make our way to the Imagineering trivia. You right there, my wife?
Yep.
Because the wind is so strong, the doors are actually bending inwards. We cannot get outside. We thought we'd show you...
Well, no, what we can do, we can walk around.
Yeah, we can actually walk around to the other side of deck 4, despite how windy it is going to be. But yeah, you can really see the white caps on the waves in the distance, really starting to show how ferocious the winds are becoming. And if you even just take a look at how different that is compared to last week when we were here, yeah, there is definitely something approaching the ship. As Dan just said, the minute you look beyond the wall, that's when I think you realise we are going to have a very rough night. And tomorrow, there's a suggestion of a hurricane in the Atlantic somewhere. So it depends on where they're going to move us to. I can imagine us being moved a lot closer to the American shoreline. So yeah, we shall see. But fun and games here at Castaway Cay before we are just about to depart. So we're now going to go to the Imagination trivia, or the Imagineering trivia I should say, and we shall see you very shortly. Really looking forward to Lumieres tonight. Might be a bit of a rough evening, the same as, funny enough, it was when we did Lumieres out of Newcastle back in 2021. Yeah, that was also a really rough night in the North Sea. So it could be that just whenever we end up at Lumieres, it's a rough night. But there we go. Right, yes, we are off to the Imagineering trivia. We'll see how many questions come up from last week's quiz and if we can remember them.
Well, I don't remember that we did this trivia, so that's good for us.
Oh dear. Interestingly, so the doors wouldn't open because the wind was creating a wind vacuum and a wind tunnel. So yeah, that's why they weren't opening. Last time we saw you, we were at the end of Marvel trivia, and we were making our way very rapidly, having seen the Whitecaps, all the way to Imagineering trivia, which, as some of you may or may not remember, or did not know, we did on the treasure last week and came very close.
I didn't know, apparently, and I was there.
Yeah, we came very close. So we went in and we were like, oh, we've got half an hour before we go to the DVC thing. We've been to the DVC thing, but we walked into the DVC thing with these. We won!
Winner,
Finally broken the damn streak.
I said I don't need to do any more trivia. That's a lie.
Yeah, we're going to be doing more. But what was really good is because they're towards the end of the cruise, and I don't know whether this is something they just do now, but because, as we said during the Marvel trivia, they tend to give out the Chip and Dale and the Goofy ones all the time. So Safi said to us, she went, "What medals don't you have?"
And we were like, well, we can tell you what we've got. And then we said, surprise us. And so she gave us Pluto.
She came out Pluto, so we're like, well happy with that.
I'm now going to put it in my little bag of small things that I've collected.
So the situation now is we have been to the DVC thing. We've had a bit of a chat with the guys there about some stuff. Probably going to catch up with them before we leave the cruise tomorrow night.
Yes,
we are now going to go and watch Ship Sail Away.
I'm going to put some shorts
on. We're going to get blown away. And the plan after that, I think, is the show. The show. We're going to go see the show. So the intention probably is to take you with us, but the battery on this is running low. So we're going to plug the battery pack in, make sure that this charges up whilst we are in the show. And then after the show, we are pretty much guaranteed to go straight to Lumiere. So I will need to come back and change because I'd like to put on something a little bit more suitable for a restaurant of Lumiere's calibre. You don't have to, it's just personal preference. But yeah, other than that, you're good?
Yeah, I was about to get changed and I was like, hi friends.
I will stop this bit here then. Previously we've highlighted about the right direction of travel on these ships. On the classic older ships, once again, if you're facing forward, the map will be the right side up, so that is forward, and then backwards is aft, and as you'll see, with the map facing the wrong way. And we have left Castaway Cay early.
Well, bang on time.
It would normally be 5 o'clock, normally half an hour after all aboard time, but all aboard time was 4:45 today.
We left at 4:46.
We left at 4:46. They were bang on today.
But obviously everyone
And
was back on.
when you look at the weather and some of the clouds, you can slightly understand why. Somebody earlier on, when we were around about the ship, somebody said there's a hurricane not too far in the middle of the Atlantic at the minute, and that's why all of this is happening.
It's nice though, like in terms of my tongue's gone really cold. In terms of temperature,
That'd be the ice cream.
yeah. But in terms of temperature, it's really nice.
It's really cooled down.
Yeah.
So we're just having a bit of a walk around the ship. We are up on top deck. We're on deck 10. It is windy, unsurprisingly, middle of the ocean pool. I know. Who would have thought on a cruise ship?
Castaway is only there.
That's true. But it was very interesting. We were leaving Castaway, and then all of a sudden, the minute that the full ship got past the sea wall, we felt the rock. So yeah, we will see how that goes for the rest of the night.
Not Dwayne.
If you ever want a more accurate idea of how much the ship is moving, look at the swimming pools. So always a good place to start. Even the hot tub's moving a bit with the water. But yeah, we are heading now up to the front of the ship, and if you can see those ladies' hairstyles, well, they're definitely moving as well in the wind. They're closing off the very front of the top deck. We reckon it won't be long tonight before they close off the whole of the top deck, yet not just the front.
We are in the theatre. We played a couple of games of cards. We've got our Welcome Week's popcorn, which is free for DVC members this week. And we're going to watch Twice Charmed, which we've never seen before.
I don't think we have, no.
No, we haven't. It wasn't, we didn't do a long enough sailing on the Magic.
No, we didn't.
So, we're in the theatre. We're sat a bit further down than we were last time.
Big difference between this theatre and the others? One level.
One level. Because it's teeny tiny.
And also, sitting in our gills, you could feel the front of the ship absolutely smashing the waves.
Well, this is also the front, so you can feel it here as well.
But let's face it, we can't feel the water actually hitting the bottom of the boat like we could in our gills.
It is really rocking. We will catch up with you after. I think we're going to stop via the shop on the way. We're going to pick up some cards. Oh dear, you can tell that we've been outside. Look, I can drag through a hedge
in
backwards.
general, people think we've never been outside. I'm confused. Oh.
Wispy bits.
Well then.
Yeah. Anyway, we have just been to see the show, Twice Charmed, in a twist on the original. I can't remember the long name. It's called Twice Charmed. It's like a twist on Cinderella. It's very good. It has a really long name.
Come to Danielle for all your Disney cruise expertise.
Well, I know that it's called Twice Charmed. I can tell you the details of it.
It was very, very good.
Yeah,
the cast were brilliant. And the woman who played Cinderella, what a pair of lungs on her. Oh my God.
I thought the whole cast were really
Sensation.
good. Really
Absolute
good. No
sensation.
spoilers here, so I'm
No.
not going to tell you anything else.
A brilliant twist though.
Yeah.
Really good. So we're now going to get changed because dinner is in 45 minutes. No, it's not. It's an hour and 15 minutes. So we're going to get changed, get ourselves sorted, and then we will see you probably if we're going to go for trivia.
Is there trivia before dinner?
I think so. Might be, might not be.
I know
We need to look at the app. By the way, if you are like us and you just fly by the seat of your pants a little bit, the Disney Cruise Line app does help.
Yeah.
We've not really mentioned it too much, but it really is the life and soul of your cruise. And
we know when the key things are, like we know
DVC
when restaurants
stuff.
open, we know when DVC is, we know when the shows are, and we know when dinner is.
Yeah, that's true.
But outside of that, we just go, well, let's go do something.
Yeah.
What's on?
Anyway, right, we're going to go get ourselves sorted. We'll see you in a bit.
Howdy.
As if by magic, we are changed. Really, really want to just call out how comfortable these polo neck styles. This is the one I got from the Treasure inaugural. Yeah, sorry. This is the one I got from the Treasure. It's the inaugural one, but also some of the polo necks that Disney have been coming out with recently on the cruises are so comfortable and also really flexible. So I would say, if you're looking for a nice smartish sort of shirt that you can wear to dinner, as well as something for Paolo, these fit the bill perfectly. And for price, comfort, there is also, I was going to say, as somebody whose size fluctuates a lot, there is a lot of give in these. And even you think about the other one that I've got, my one with the Disney emblem there. Really nice, really good fit. So yeah, if you are male and you're looking for fashion advice, don't come to me. But these are, you're right, that's
really rocky.
It is. Yeah, the ship is moving, as these people can probably see by the movement of the wood here.
Just to clarify, the wood's not moving, it's
No.
the camera.
Yeah, it's the wonderful thing about this gimbal is that...
About tickets.
Sorry? The wonderful thing about Tiggers. The wonderful thing about the DJ... About this camera...
The wonderful thing about tickets. The wonderful thing.
is that because it has a calibration and it's keep things level, whenever the ship moves, the camera stays the same whilst everything around us moves.
What doesn't help, I'm stood sideways on, so when it goes back, my whole body weight goes back. Oh, that didn't work well for you, did it?
We're going on to Keys.
Well, we're at dinner.
Yeah.
We stopped by, well, we were going to Keys, but
Yes.
then we got sidetracked because we saw Mark, who's one of the entertainment team, who is lovely and is on his first sort of couple of weeks working for Disney.
Yeah, he's been with the company 12 days.
Yeah.
But he also is only 20 minutes from where I used to live.
Yeah. Go, 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 look, as if by magic.
Ah,
Yay.
great.
Thank you.
So yeah, and we said we were desperate to try and catch him to see one of his trivias, and he's been really involved in the background learning, but this was the first time we've seen him host one, and he was sensational, so confident, and we were just really pleased to be able to see him do his first one, weren't we? So
Yeah, and we caught him afterwards for a catch up. Yes, bread has arrived. Yay for bread.
bread butter dip.
We never ever touched a dip, apart from one restaurant.
Marvel.
Yes.
Yes.
But on first night when it's a red pepper dip.
Yes.
So we've ordered food already because this is one of our favourite menus. So we'll show you when starters arrive. And as promised, oh, pinky up. Starters are here.
Very much.
Oh look, more
We're
magic.
getting watched from all sides.
More magic. You've got the obvious French onion soup.
Yes.
Oh look, more magic. It just fills itself. And I've got the deep fried brie. This is, you may recognise this from the fantasy.
It's not the same soup because obviously I had that soup several weeks ago. This hasn't travelled with us.
Mains are here. Shock horror. Paul's gone for the lamb.
Alright, don't bleat on.
And also shock horror, Chateaubriand. Although I do notice there's a random bit of fat. Don't know why. That will be going off. But this is one of our favourite meals, so we're going to dig in.
One. Then it went 2, 3. Undefeated!
Guess what Paul's got for dessert?
Diabetes. Paul has diabetes.
I have a Mickey bar. This menu has a lot of desserts, and I think I've actually tried all of them now. So I fancied a little change. That's going to be gone, so I'm going to eat my Mickey bar. Feeling blue.
Finished dinner at Lumieres, absolutely brilliant. We are now in Fathoms again for Seriously, and a couple of other bits as well.
It's actually seriously? It's got a question mark and an exclamation mark. Seriously? I don't know what it is. It's a game show.
Explain some of the rules. You'll get it more as we go along, but it's a game show that genuinely is going to make you go seriously. It's kind of like a who knows who better type vibe, okay? So we are going to invite 2 lots of pairs up. So our first one would be, say, couples. The next one could be siblings. The next one could be friends. Then it could be strangers. You never know, okay? So we're going to get 2 people here that know each other, 2 people here that know each other within our category, and then, don't worry, this is for the game show purposes only. I know it sounds really weird, but then we're going to get you to take off your shoes, and then you're going to swap a shoe with each other. So if me and Yesenia was doing it, she'd have one of my shoes and one of her shoes, and I'd have one of her shoes and one of my shoes, and then we're going to stand back to back. And I'll say a question. It could be an open-ended question. It could be, who has the most fabulous hair? And of course, we both put Yesenia's shoe in the air. If we get a match, you get a point, okay? And then whoever gets the most points will go home with a Disney Cruise Line luggage tag. Woo! I know, so fancy.
And so, as we were in Fathoms watching, what was it called?
Seriously?
Seriously, I get the premise of the game. I think the crowd was a bit dead. We didn't really feel
Until
much
the
of
end.
it. And then we had the magician.
So good.
Mind blown.
So
Mind
good.
blown, genuinely mind blown.
He was so good, we didn't even pick up the camera.
No. It was one of those where I think if you turned your eyes away for 2 seconds, you missed something crucial.
And he was funny.
He was hilarious as well. He was absolutely brilliant with all areas of the crowd. Some of his jokes were just fantastic. Danielle is preoccupied.
Finally found some ducks. I have found ducks on every single cruise we've ever been on, and I usually take, if they're this size duck, I'll take 2 of them home because we have a shelf in one of our cabinets. What?
That's right. You just needed to let it go on that one.
I knew you were going to do that. If it's the little ducks, I'll keep a few more. But yeah, and there's also people putting pixie dust out.
Yes, we've seen that as well, yes.
Which we were kindly gifted by Courtney's mum on our last cruise. So.
I think overall it's been another very good day. Castaway Cay was absolutely fascinating.
We didn't show these.
We didn't.
There's something else too. Froggy.
Um,
Our server's very talented.
Yeah. Look, Castaway Cay was really interesting today. Weather obviously turned far more towards the end of the day. It's calmed down a bit now out there.
Yeah, it's definitely nowhere near as rocky. I'm going to assume that we've found a nice calm spot.
Yes.
But it was really nice to go to Serenity Bay, and we went, well, you didn't see, but we went all the way out as far as you're allowed to go, and it was still hip height.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
It started to get deeper as the day went on, but...
And then we got winners' medals at trivia, finally, after breaking the streak. The dinner at Lumieres was sensational. Tomorrow, let's just very briefly recap on tomorrow, the next vlog. Tomorrow's day at sea.
Last day,
and it will be the last cruise vlog as well, because obviously day at sea and then disembarkation, we merged it all into one video now. So from that side of things, what you will see from us is day at sea stuff. We'll be having a sit-down breakfast. We've already decided that.
Only because they have confirmed they will bring down
Mickey Churro waffles, so that's absolutely fine. We've also said from a perspective of lunch, we don't quite know what we're going to do yet, because normally the sit-down breakfast can be quite filling. We've also eaten now for 12 straight days on a cruise.
It's been great.
And I am absolutely ready to burst. People will notice I've put weight on. I notice I've put weight on, but by the time we get home, half of it will have fallen off because a lot of it's water weight. Anyway, so there's that. We will probably be doing things like trivias. I'd imagine we'll be doing some sort of craft things if there are anything to do. And then after we've had dinner at Animator's Palette in the evening with the show that we absolutely love, we will be watching the Goodbye show, which is normally See You Real Soon or Until We Meet Again or whatever it's called. And then Disembarkation, which we will once again be doing express because we are then heading to the parks. Yeah, we're then on to the final vlog of this series where we spend the day again in one of the parks. We'll make our mind up before we fly home with BA from Tampa back to London Gatwick and then all the way home back to our pups. Which one of them's being a complete and utter melt at the minute. We'll talk more about that when we actually get home and I shame him for being a little what's it. That's one of the politer phrases I've used when we've been talking about the dog sitters.
But we've still got loads more to come.
Yes, still got quite a bit. So if you want to get in touch with us about anything from today's video, whether it's questions about Castaway, Lighthouse Point, whether you want to get in touch about Halloween on the high seas, whether you want to talk about anything, if you want to ask anything non-Disney and you want to ask any travel plans or support and you want to speak to an expert, you can speak to this lovely lady to my left, my wife, Danielle. Adventure by Danielle.
On everything.
Yeah,
at
pretty
Gmail
much. Yeah.
And at Instagram.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. But if you want to fill out an inquiry form, there is one in...
Oh, I'm beating you up.
Again. There is one in the description form below. If you've got any questions that you just want to ask us about the video, comment down below. Please leave a like. Let us know what you did or didn't like about the video. If you thought something was crap, tell us. We always prefer constructive criticism. But
Unless it's the fact we're on a cruise, because that's never going to change.
yeah, and also the fact we don't have kids. Get over it, people. That's not going to change either. So yeah, if you've got anything like that, just drop a comment below, or you can email us travelswithdannyandpaul@gmail.com, or there is Instagram, travelswithdannyandpaul. Other than that, some of you got a number. Get in touch with us if you've got anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. Normally I do my own bit and it's throwing me off.
Right, wonderful. We will see you on the next vlog.
Bye-bye.